A Whole New Ballgame by Phil Bildner, and the pictures are by Tim Probert. This book is about two main characters, Rip and Red, who are starting 5th grade. They, on their first day, find out that they have a new teacher who is also going to be the new basketball coach. Now for Red, who is on the autism spectrum, this is going to be a very, very hard year for him because it's everything new. But throughout the book, they find out that change isn't always a bad thing. The passage I will be reading you gives you insight on the three main characters, Coach Acevedo, Rip, and Red. At halftime, Coach Acevedo brought us to an empty classroom away from the gym. "Let's pick up those heads," he said. He closed the door and walked to the front of the room. "I don't want to see any hanging heads." We all sat at the armed desks arranged in rows. He waited for everyone to look up. "That's more like it," he smiled. He placed his iPad on the teacher's desk and pointed toward the hall. "What's happening out there has nothing to do with you." Nothing. It has everything to do with that coach. That coach is a bully, and if it were up to me, he wouldn't be coaching kids. Unfortunately, it's not up to me, so for another half, we have to deal with him. With my basketball eyes, I checked Red sitting diagonally across the aisle in the row along the windows. He was pinky-thumbing his thigh faster than I'd ever seen him. Both knees bounced against the desk. His wide eyes were glued to Coach Acevedo. "Why doesn't the ref do something?" Keith asked. "There's not much he can do," Coach Acevedo said. "He's not breaking the rules. He's just being a jerk." He pulled back his hair. "So here's what we're going to do." Coach Acevedo picked up his iPad. At our last practice, we worked on making passes and setting screens. He flipped open the cover, tapped the screen, and drew with his finger. "Making passes and setting screens. That's our strategy." He held up the display. "We're playing keep away out there," he said, "passing and picking away, non-stop. It's not going to get us a lot of points, but it will run time off the clock, and it will keep them from scoring as much." Then Coach Acevedo diagrammed a break-the-press play and an inbounds pass play. I wasn't all that sure either would work, but it was better than what he had now, which was nothing. "Whatever happens out there happens," Coach Acevedo said again. "But no matter what happens out there, we keep our body language. When we're on the floor, we're playing hard. When we're on the bench, we're cheering hard. We're Clifton United. Let's get back out there." The team headed out of the room. When I reached the door, I turned around. Red hadn't moved. This book has good character development and an authentic and clear setting. I believe this book to be a quality book. You might like A Whole New Ballgame if you are for ages 8 to 12, or if you like books about basketball, books about overcoming change, if you want to learn a little bit about a character who is on the autism spectrum, this would be a great book to read. I loved reading this book. I am in school to be a teacher, and reading the teacher in this, reading the kids, reading about Red, who is the one that's on the autism spectrum, I learned a lot from this book.